everyone, I am Dr. Preeti Sharma, Senior Consultant Pediatrician at KIMS Cuddles, Kondapur, Hyderabad. Today I will be discussing about vaccination in babies and children and how you can help the babies, what are the anticipated complications and how to decide between painless and painful vaccines. Firstly, before coming for a vaccination visit, if the child is old enough to understand, most of the 2+ children will understand, you tell them that you will be getting a small injection, it does not pain much. Have them a little prepared about the vaccination. And it is always good to bribe them in such a situation. You tell them if you will not cry much, if you will be a brave girl or a brave boy, you'll get a small chocolate or a small gift you can promise them. Trust me, this will make your job much easier. For younger children and babies, make sure that you come at a time when the baby is not sleepy or irritable. Just before leaving your home, try to feed the baby, especially smaller babies less than 6 months. Many times when the babies come for vaccination, they are already irritable, hungry, and then the vaccination process becomes all the more painful for them. So these are few things which you can do prior to coming to the center. Firstly, the difference between painless and painful is only for the DPT vaccine. DPT is your diphtheria, pertussis and tetanus vaccine. This difference is because of the pertussis component of the vaccine. Pertussis component is the whooping cough or kali khasi, what you may have heard the common name. So in the painful or the so-called painful vaccine, we use the whole cell pertussis, means the entire part of the pertussis vaccine is given. For the acellular pertussis vaccine or the so-called painless vaccine, only certain parts of the pertussis antigen are given to the child. So that is why for the painless vaccine, the acellular vaccine, the side effects are less. It does not mean that the painless vaccine is superior to the painful vaccine. It just means that the child is going to have probably less pain, less fever, less crying, less chances of swelling at the vaccine site, and prolonged 2 to 3 days of crying and irritability as compared to the whole cell or the so-called painful vaccine. But painless does not mean no fever, no crying, no pain. Please keep that in mind. Many parents, when we give the painless vaccine, they presume that the baby will just not have any side effects. No, they will be less as compared to the whole cell pertussis vaccine or the painful vaccine. The baby may still develop some side effects. And the pain while giving the needle, when the needle goes in, when the injection is given, that will be the same in both the cases. That we cannot prevent for any vaccination. So hope this helps you to decide to choose between painless and the painful vaccine. For all other vaccines, there is no such differentiation, and most of the vaccines don't cause much side effects. Now, firstly, the word optional is not exactly true. Please understand that for the government to approve a vaccination, there are many considerations including financial, logistic, administrative. There are many constraints involved. In fact, a few vaccines which were not part of the government schedule 5 to 7 years back are now part of the schedule. So if you can afford a vaccine, please go for it. For example, meningococcal vaccine is recommended for severe form of brain infection. Now the disease is not so common. The vaccine is optional in India, but you will be surprised that in out of India countries like UK and US, when our students go there, it is mandatory for them to take the vaccine. When they come to me for the vaccination, it is clearly mentioned that this vaccine should be given. So you can discuss with your pediatrician about the optional vaccines and then take a decision. If you feel okay, you want to wait for some time or you want more evidence to give it, that's fine. But the regular routine vaccinations, please definitely don't miss them, no matter what. At the most, you can delay the vaccinations by 2 to 3 weeks because of the pandemic, but don't go on indefinitely delaying the vaccines. Obviously, different vaccines may have slightly different side effects, but the most common side effects are fever, pain or swelling at the vaccination site, for younger babies, crying excessively, irritability. Certain vaccines like your measles, rubella vaccine or your chickenpox vaccine may cause some rashes. These go away on their own. Very, very rarely some vaccines may have severe side effects like some allergic reactions or some seizures. Post-vaccine seizures are fits. But these are usually treatable if you report to the hospital immediately. These are the common side effects. Post-vaccination, please do not rub or massage the vaccine site for at least 2 to 3 days. It will be a little painful, and plus massaging the site will impair the absorption of the vaccine. You can give a bath to the baby, no problem at all, but don't rub that area too much. In case there is any swelling, redness, pain on touching at the vaccine site, then you can take some ice, wrap it in a cloth and apply it over the vaccine site. This can be done for 5 to 10 minutes and it can be repeated every 4 to 6 hours for the first 2 to 3 days. Please remember that vaccine side effects of fever and pain usually don't last beyond 3 days. In case your child develops fever after 3 days or fever is persisting beyond 3 days, then it may not be related to the vaccine. For the fever, pain, crying, you can give your child simple paracetamol. Your pediatrician will usually mention the dose of the paracetamol at the time of giving the vaccine. Very rarely, if fever is very high, not getting controlled with paracetamol also, then you can use ibuprofen. You can ask your pediatrician for that dose as well to be kept in case of emergency. Please remember, most of these vaccines are very safe, and if the doctor is recommending it to you, there is a scientific reason behind it. So don't have any vaccine hesitancy. In fact, if this COVID pandemic has taught us something, it is that vaccines can truly save lives. Thank you.